So, master your emotional state, how to feel powerful, even when life is messy. There are days when it feels like your emotions are driving the car and you're just along for the ride. One text ruins your morning, one bill ruins your week, one memory or comment sends you into a spiral. It can feel like, I wake up and hope today is a good day. If people treat me well, I'm okay. If not, I'm a wreck. If things go wrong, my whole mood collapses. But here's the game-changing idea behind personal power. You don't have to wait for circumstances to feel strong, calm, or confident. You can create those states on purpose. That doesn't mean you never feel sad, angry, or scared. It means you stop being a hostage to those states. You learn how to recognize what state you're in, shift your body, focus, and language. Choose a more powerful way of showing up. This is not about pretending, it's about regaining control over the one thing you truly own, your inner state in this moment. In this guide, we'll explore what state actually is, how your body, focus, and words create your emotions, the difference between letting feelings run wild versus directing them, practical tools to shift from anxiety, overwhelm, or frustration into clarity and strength, daily rituals to set yourself up for emotional power, not emotional chaos. Let's start with the basics. 1. What is state and why does it matter so much? When Tony Robbins talks about state, he's talking about the total quality of how you feel in this moment. Your emotions, your energy, your level of tension or relaxation, your sense of possibility versus defeat. Your state is made of three things working together. 1. Physiology, how you use your body. 2. Focus, what you pay attention to. 3. Language and meaning, the words you use and the story you attach to events. In a powerful state, you feel grounded, clear, energetic or calmly strong, able to handle challenges. In a disempowered state, you feel helpless, foggy, drained, overwhelmed, or shut down. And here's the huge insight. You make very different decisions depending on your state. Think about it. In a frustrated, exhausted state, you say things you regret. In a scared state, you don't take opportunities. In an empowered state, you have hard conversations better, solve problems faster, and see options you'd miss otherwise. Your state is the lens you live through. When you master it, you're not faking happy. You're choosing the lens that lets you respond at your best. 2. How your body, focus, and language create your emotions. Let's break down the three parts of state. 2.1. Physiology. Your body is the steering wheel. Notice what your body does when you feel defeated, anxious, angry. Usually, shoulders slump or tighten, breathing gets shallow, jaw clenches, eyes drop or dart around. You move less or fidget more. Your brain reads this posture and chemistry as, we're under threat, stay small, panic a little. Now notice what happens when you feel confident, grateful, excited. Your body naturally stands taller, breathes deeper, opens the chest, moves more freely. The secret, you don't have to wait to feel good before you move your body like that. You can move your body like that to help create how you want to feel. You can literally walk yourself into a different emotional state. 2.2. Focus. Where your attention lives, your feelings follow. At any moment, you can focus on what's missing or what's here, what you can't control or what you can, what hurts or what you can learn. Your brain is like a search engine. Type in, what's wrong with me, and it will give you a list. Type in, what can I appreciate or improve right now, and it will give you a different list. So ask, do I feed my brain questions that produce fear and helplessness, or questions that create possibility and strength? 2.3. Language and meaning, the story you tell yourself. Your words are like emotional volume knobs. Compare. This is a disaster versus this is a challenge. I'm broken versus I'm healing. Everyone always lets me down versus some people aren't good for me and I can choose better. The facts might be the same, but the how meaning changes. and meaning equals emotion. When you change the words you attach to an experience, you change the way your nervous system responds. 3. Your default state didn't just happen. If you notice you're often in a state of worry, irritation, numbness, exhaustion, it isn't because you're just like that. You likely practiced that state without realizing it for years. You may have watched people around you live in stress and copied them, lived through real challenges that trained your body to stay on alert, used survival strategies that made sense then but hurt now. So your default might now be always braced for something to go wrong, waiting for people to leave, expecting the worst so you aren't disappointed. That default is understandable, but it's also untrainable. You can create a new normal. 4. Mastering your state, a simple framework. Think of this as a 3-step process you can use anytime. 1. Notice. Become aware of your current state. 2. Interrupt. Shift your body, breath, or pattern. Chapter 3. Install. Choose a more powerful state and support it with focus and language. We'll go through each piece with practical tools. Step 1. Notice. Name it to tame it. You can't change a state you refuse to notice. Start by doing small state check-ins during the day. Ask yourself, what state am I in right now? What am I feeling in my body? Where is my focus? What am I saying to myself right now? Try giving your state a quick label. I'm in an anxious state. I'm in a shut down state. I'm in a frustrated state. I'm in a calm, grounded state. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. The moment you name your state, you step out of being fully fused with it. You become the observer, not just the experiencer. As step 2, interrupt, change your physiology. First, when you're in a disempowered state, your mind often won't cooperate at first. So don't start with thoughts, start with your body. Here's a quick 2-minute state shift you can use almost anywhere. 1. Posture reset. Stand up, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest slightly, unclench your jaw. 2. Breath reset. Try this pattern a few times. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Hold gently for 2 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 to 8 counts. Longer exhales signal your body we're safe enough to calm down. 3. Movement reset. Shake out your hands and arms. March in place or walk around for 60-90 seconds. Gently stretch your neck and hips. 4. Face reset. Soften your forehead. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Even a tiny half smile can shift your nervous system. You're telling your body, we're not in a crisis right this second. We can access a bit more power. If you do this consistently, your brain will begin to associate these physical patterns with calmer, stronger states. Step 3. Install. Choose a better state on purpose. Once you've interrupted the stress pattern with your body, you're ready to choose. Ask, how do I actually want to feel in this situation? Maybe you pick calm, determined, curious, confident, grateful. Now use 1. Focus questions. 2. Language upgrades. 3. Simple visualizations to support that state. 3.1 Focus questions. Here are some questions that guide your focus toward power. When you feel overwhelmed, what each exactly is in my control right now? What is the next small step I can take? When you feel hurt or rejected, what is this teaching me about what I need and deserve? Where can I give myself the validation I was looking for? When you feel scared, if I trusted myself, what would I do next? How can I protect myself and still move forward? These questions shift your focus from helplessness, choice, blame, responsibility, panic, clarity. 3.2 Language upgrades. Catch some common phrases and upgrade them. Instead of, I'm broken, I can't handle this, This always happens to me. Try. I'm hurt, but I'm healing. This is a lot, but I'm learning how to handle it step by step. This is a pattern I'm changing now. The goal isn't to lie to yourself or slap fake positivity over real pain. It's to stop speaking to yourself like an enemy and start speaking to yourself like an ally. 3.3 Quick Visualization: The Strong Future You. Close your eyes for 30 to 60 seconds and imagine a future version of you who has already handled this kind of situation well. See how they stand, breathe, talk. Imagine them placing a hand on your shoulder and saying, "You've got this. Here's the next thing to do." Then ask, what would that future me do in the next hour? This simple mental rehearsal helps your nervous system borrow strength from the person you're becoming. Using state mastery in real life situations. Let's walk through some common emotional storms and how to apply this. 5.1 When you're triggered in a conversation. You're talking to someone and suddenly feel attacked, invalidated, ignored. Old pattern. Your body tenses. You snap back, shut down, or start people pleasing. You leave the conversation feeling powerless or ashamed. New approach. 1. Notice. Whoa, I'm in a triggered, defensive state right now. 2. Interrupt. Take one deeper breath. Relax your shoulders. If needed, say, "Give me 1 second, I want to answer you clearly." 3. Install. Ask yourself quietly, how do I want to feel here? Maybe calm and self-respecting. Then think, I can stay calm and still be firm. Use language like, "Here's how I see it. I'm not okay with that tone, but I'm willing to keep talking." You're not trying to control them. You're controlling who you become in that moment. 5.2 When anxiety starts to spiral. You notice heart racing, thoughts jumping to worst case scenarios, tight chest, shallow breath. Old pattern. Believe every scary thought. Ask yourself, what if everything goes wrong? On repeat. Try to think your way out while your body stays in panic mode. New approach. 1. Notice. I'm in an anxious state. My body thinks we're in danger. 2. Interrupt. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Do slow 4 to 6 deep breaths with long exhales. Stretch or walk for a few minutes. 3. Install. Ask, what do I know is true right now, in this moment? What tiny thing can I do that would help me feel 5% safer? Language swap. Instead of, "I can't handle this," say, "This is uncomfortable, but I've gotten through hard things before. I can take this one step at a time." Important note, if anxiety is intense or constant, it can be really helpful to work with a therapist or other professional. State tools support you. They don't replace deeper care if you need it. Chapter 5.3 When you need courage. You're about to have a difficult conversation, apply for something, share your work, set a boundary. Fear shows up, you'll mess it up. They'll judge you. Stay quiet, it's safer. New approach. 1. Physiology. Stand tall, shoulders back. Take a few strong, energizing breaths. Shake out your hands, maybe even power walk for a minute. 2. Focus. Ask, what matters more, my fear or the life I want? Picture the moment after you've done the scary thing and feel proud. 3. Language. Instead of "I'm terrified," try, "I'm excited and nervous and I can do this scared." Then reduce the moment to, "I only have to be brave for 20 seconds to start this conversation. Make this call. Hit send." Courage is not the absence of fear. It's choosing your state in the presence of fear. 6. Daily rituals to support an empowered state. Think of your day like a sandwich. Morning equals set the tone. Daytime equals mini resets. Night equals release and reset ajas. 6.1. Morning by power on. Ritual. 1. Move. 1 to 3 minutes. Stretch, march in place, or do some light exercise. 1 to 2 minutes. Deep intentional breathing. 3. Focus. 2-3 minutes. Ask, what kind of person do I want to be today? What would make today a win? 4. Language. 1-2 minutes. Say a few identity-based phrases. I am the kind of person who handles challenges with grace. I am the kind of person who keeps coming back, no matter what. You're telling your mind and body, we're not just going to survive today, we're going to show up with intention. 6.2. During the day, micro reset moments. Set a few reminders on your phone at random times with questions like, what state are you in right now? Are you breathing? What would make this moment 5% better? When they go off, roll your shoulders, take 3 to 5 calm breaths, adjust your focus to, what's one thing I can appreciate? Or, what's one thing I can do next? These tiny shifts keep you from drifting too far into stress autopilot. 6.3 Evening. Release and recharge. Before bed, instead of only scrolling until you pass out, try 1. Short review. Where did I lose my state today? Where did I manage it well? 2. Gratitude. List 3 things, even small, that you appreciate from the day. 3. Letting go. Take 3 deep breaths, and with each exhale, imagine releasing the day's tension. You're signaling your nervous system. The day is done. I can rest. I get another chance tomorrow. 7. When you can't positive your way out. Sometimes emotions are heavy. Grief, trauma responses, depression, deep anxiety. In those cases, trying to slap state tools on top of raw pain can feel fake, invalidating, exhausting. Important reminders. It's okay to feel what you feel. State mastery is not about denying real pain, it's about not letting pain drive every decision. Sometimes the most powerful state you can choose is, I'm hurting and I'm still here. I'm overwhelmed and I'm going to reach out for help. There is real strength in asking for support, talking to a therapist or counselor, taking care of your body when your mind is tired. Personal power doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means not abandoning yourself. 8. You don't control everything, but you control this. You cannot control every event, every person, every outcome. But in each moment, you can learn to influence your body, your focus, your language, the state you bring to the situation. Over time. This changes. The choices you make, the way you relate to others, the way others respond to you, the results you get in your health, work, and relationships. So ask yourself right now, what state do I live in most of the time? Stressed, numb, angry, anxious, or calm, hopeful, determined? Is that the state I want to build my future from? If not, what is one small shift I can make today in my body, focus, or language? You don't have to flip your entire life overnight. Start with one state check-in, one 2-minute physiology shift, one better question, one kinder sentence to yourself. Repeat that more often than you repeat the old patterns, because your life isn't just shaped by what happens to you, it's shaped by the state you bring to what happens, and your willingness to say, I may not control everything out there, but I'm learning to lead in here.